Alright, welcome back to Roguetech and welcome back to Challenge Run from the Ashes. Bravo timeline. So, I have re-enabled everything in the launcher except the yes, bring on the Munchkins, Society, Nukes, and Super Heavies. Because I know for a fact I had like Risk and things enabled in prior challenge runs. So, theoretically, this should not be as crazy RNG spikes as the first timeline of this playthrough, but should still make the combat that we're dropping into much spicier, which is the goal. And yeah, depending on how this goes, I will then pop into the settings and start tightening up the financial. And once we find what I'm able to handle, the next playthrough will have all of the stuff from this one, and then we'll proceed to see if it's the early game that just doomed us. But yeah, so that's all been done in the launcher, and we will probably start seeing some Risk Mechs and things before long. We didn't drop the Wasp. Everything else is going to be back up in 2 more days. Oh, that's right. We dropped since I was thinking of the last episode where it was like 7 days. It took a while to update update the launcher and toggle the things on. I got very distracted. In any case, we're gonna wait the 2 days, and we are going to drop straight away onto fatigue. We're gonna wait for people to get out of fatigue. Then we're gonna drop straight away onto another mission. And I am kind of tempted. Well, probably not now that I added. I might have done that if I hadn't just enabled all of the scarier things. Let's take a spin on the more challenging battle, the one that I mentioned last time. I don't like that I dropped on the easier of the 2 battles. That was the bait, and barely got my armor scratched. So now we're going to drop on a challenging battle with a bunch of stuff that's more amazing enabled. And we're going to see how rough this is. Oh, right. I was about to say, does the Wasp put us up? No, the Wasp does not put us past 2. The reason we didn't drop the Wasp last time is because we didn't have a Mechwarrior. Actually, you know what? We got the money for it. Let's go to Herring Hole. What warm body can we put in this mech? So we've got War Master, who's honest. Dependable, noble. Okay. That actually might be good to toss in a light mech. Ex-military brave spacer. Brave can also be good to put in a light mech. Dishonest ex-military spacer. Noble Mechwarrior. Noble merchant spacer. Yeah, I think we are going to go with the dependable. The stability damage reduction is really nice on a light mech. It's much less likely that they are going to panic eject, but also, more importantly, that they're going to get knocked unsteady. Stock, I'm sorry. Only 1 T. There we go. Congratulations. You're a light mech pilot. That's all you'll ever pilot. Okay. Back to the 318 max salvage battle, which means, or 313, I stand corrected, which means this should be interesting. Yep, that's the name of the game, Darius. Alright, so it's a Tortugan patrol that we're going to interfere with while people are robbing their base. Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay. And they're going to call for reinforcements. Yep, so we're against 2 lances. Good deal. So, them, and then looks like somewhere out in this area is the other lance. So rather than fight the ones in the valley first, we'll fight the ones on the high ground first. I don't want to get caught between them though. So let's start over here. Hover tanks kind of want to be in the open. So yeah. There we go. Oh, the last two are V's holes, so they don't really matter. I mean, it doesn't really matter where we drop them. Alright, so we have a Panther, quick sell for Panther on the high ground. And all the way over here, a Hunchback 1G.
What? No.
Alright. Well, let's go fight for the high ground, I guess. I thought there was a place that I saw 8, but it was just 6. Alright.
Heads up, Commander. You've got hostile
Alright. Buster Hauler, quick sell A2. That's scary. That thing has a massive artillery piece for an arm. Well, really for half the mech. In any case, Clint Eastwood. Well, I got what I asked for. Pretty sure that's a Rack 20 on that thing. And a Warhammer 7M. Alright. And then the Hunchback 1G, Trebuchet 5N, Trebuchet Quicksell 4, and a Shadowhawk 2P. This is going to be a battle. And I am here for it.
I hear ya.
Ooh, I just remembered we don't have our primary pilot in the Bushwhacker. Well, that could be problematic. Yeah, jump and brace time. 100% a jump and brace time. I think this might be stuck on the rocks. So we're gonna go... Do we go forward? I think we go forward. Alright. Okay. Yeah, this wasp is probably not long for the world, but that's fine. It's totally fine. Now, it is primitive. I'm pretty sure. So it's not going to move very far, because I think it's triple the weight of engines. When you have a primitive engine. I want to say it's triple. Okay. So, hover tanks actually struggle with elevation changes. So, I don't know if it'll actually be able to make it up this way. I think it might have to go around. Like, really around. But we'll find out.
Copy that, Commander.
We will find out. The Bushwhacker can definitely jump up there and get in their faces. Dervish can definitely provide supporting fire from ground level. Since now, no matter what the elevation difference, it's only a +1 difficulty to hit. Rather than, you know, the olden days where elevation change that's large enough would have been 6, 7 difficulty to hit. Oh, yeah. The good old days.
Oh, yeah. You got it.
Okay. This is definitely going to be interesting. Alright. Now, hopefully the Hunchback 1G is the one that has the AC-20 and it's, like, super out of range.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Hopefully. I'm gonna let them go before I use our commander. I will swing out. Let's see. The Panther's probably not running the best cooling. Actually, then again, it might have quick sell doubles, which is 40 instead of 30 cooling per turn. The Warhammer is probably going to be able to get toasty. And if I remember correctly... Yep. Now, I'm not going to worry about optimal range. As a matter of fact, I may stay at super extreme range. 34.5. 34.5. Wasn't there a point? Yeah, right there. I don't know why it goes to 42% in that exact spot, but I will take it. Pew pew. Take that.
Good to go.
4 heat doesn't seem like much, but I'm pretty sure that thing's running standard heat sinks. It just has a lot of them, which means we just knocked. We just gave it more than 10% of its total cooling for the turn in one shot. Well, one hit. So, worthwhile. Definitely worthwhile. Okay. That is an accurate trebuchet.
What do you need?
Either that or an accurate Mechwarrior in the trebuchet. And, no, I actually cannot provide supporting fire from ground unless I'm doing it indirectly. Good to know. Well, I guess let's get on with it then. Again, targeting the Warhammer is probably the best as long as I'm hitting him with heat. And we do have EMP. But I do not like 15s. Oof. There's no real point in firing at the Hunchback right now. I mean, there's a chance that the Panther comes back over. It's not a great chance.
What's up, boss?
Unless we give him a reason to.
Affirmative.
Soft target going in as bait. Oh yeah. Shadowhawk firing indirectly.
Yep.
I believe that's an LRM-5. Yeah, Sarge will just wait a second. Ow. How much heat?
Okay, you can cut it out now.
Okay. I think I remembered the wrong Warhammer.
What are your orders, Skipper?
Dual PPCs, and that thing didn't generate basically any heat. I think it has doubles. Yeah, again, I need this Panther to do something.
And 4.
Well then. 11 from 80? What?
What can I do for you?
Alright. So, that quick sell trebuchet is something. That is something.
Waiting for orders.
Yeah, I'm 100% gonna jump. Yeah, Thumper Cannon. Ooh, the Thumper Cannon, I think, is the one that doesn't have a minimum range. That said, it has, like, no back armor. So I'm 100% doing this.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm going to be generating a lot of heat, but that's totally fine. I'm out of range for the machine. I also totally forgot to go into the... yeah. Hopefully I remember this time, right? I mean, if I drop the medium laser, that actually brings me under the red line. So...
Commander, I've got the shot.
Well...
You could fry an egg in here.
right. The heat on the hot planets applies after the estimate.
One hit.
That's not a good start.
Commander.
That is not a good start. Alright, we've got 65s, 50s, or we've got 55s, 55s. I think I'll take the 65 50s. Doesn't take much to crack this thing open. And we got a large laser followed by missiles. Hit arm though. Did not hit back. That's unfortunate. Yeah. No, leg, not arm. Yeah, I knew it didn't hit back because, yeah. 40 damage would have opened it up real fast.
What do you need?
Oh, he's showing us his back, too. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna move in.
Moving to position.
And we're just gonna fire.
Dirtbag.
Because I'm curious if it's still...
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So, the backstrike, I'm pretty sure the shots are less likely to go leg if you're firing indirectly.
Yup.
Don't quote me on that one. But I'm fairly certain that's how it used to work. And unfortunately, yeah.
I got you.
Our hover tank is going to take a moment to get there. Okay. Here comes the Clint Eastwood. It fired once. Huh.
Good to go.
Alright. So. We are going to drop... Oh, right. I was like, wait, why'd our medium laser get broken? It's because it's in the arm with the physical weapon. And we're gonna just smash this Panther. Do I even... Okay. With the heat from the planet, +4 per turn, that 4 is the distance between auto on and auto off. Which means the planet should bump us back up into TSM still being on. And this should definitely be a kill. Yeah, and...
That's a critical hit.
That. Yep, that.
That's a kill.
Alright. Yes, I know is the least consequential. Quicksale LRMs are interesting.
Waiting for order.
In any case. I mean... I do hate to give a bunch of people a shot. So I won't. I'll just fall back. Nice. Yeah.
Roger that.
Unfortunate. I want the Thumper Cannon off the field immediately. The Warhammer, we'll have to deal with him after. I'm thinking a good melee strike would be ideal. There we go. There's the heat I was expecting. Right, right. There's that whole, like, turn delay thing. It's the thing that sometimes made it seem like shooting somebody with heat weapons. Heat in the UI has been interesting for Roguetech for a while. Alright, so. This is the perfect time for some good old rapid fire into the back.
Okay, firing everything.
Boom.
Enemy down.
That's that. That is exactly what AC2s excel at. Getting crits on open mechs. Okay, so we've got half of the initial lance taken care of. Our Dervish's AMS is actually handling quite a lot of the incoming fire.
Yeah?
Which is amazing. The Warhammer's about to die to a melee hit, and then heat. The Clint, I still don't know. They might have changed it, or I might be remembering wrong. That's also entirely possible. I do not have direct line of sight to the Hunchy, but I do have the ability to shoot at him. So sure, let's shoot at him. And we're gonna use EMP to jam his sensors.
Aye aye. Engaging target.
There we go. So his sensor check for the next round is gonna be awful.
Skipper.
Meaning his long-range accuracy will also be awful.
Roger, Skipper.
Get right up in the Clint's face and say hi. Hopefully I don't live to regret that. He's completely fresh, so
All weapons dis-
just standard. No tandem.
Commander?
Alright. We can only melee him from one spot, so that's where we're going. And the TSM is still on. So, yes. After the designation, we're going to get another 4 heat because of the heat from the desert. So that's after this estimate. Cool. Now I know. I mean, honestly, I don't know if I should be doing Tracer or Incendiary, but
Moving to position.
I'm just gonna go for the kill, see if I can one-shot. I should have gone Incendiary.
Systems recycling for another shot.
Incendiary would have been good.
What? No.
Would have been really, really good. Yeah, it's fine that the AC2 jammed. Because, yeah. That was the most consequential shot this thing is going to take this this battle. 100% no questions asked. Alright. Inferno! Yeah, take that. So the decreased cooling, in addition to the extra little bit of heat, is nice.
Minor damage, Commander.
Orders.
Okay. The Wasp can run in. Sure.
No shooting. Just running.
Let's run in. Yep. Heh. Rookie pilot and a Wasp, he's not going to do a lot. Except draw fire! Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, if I had hit him with Incendiary, he probably would have stayed redlining. Okay. Shadowhawk doing Shadowhawk things, that's fine.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah. I am confident that this is going to stay a lot more interesting now. I will actually focus the Clint Eastwood because he's got less armor. Except for with my melee and heat and all of that. That goes for the Warhammer. Which also has AMS. Did I know that? Is that an Ultra? Or did he just risk the jam? Yeah,
Try aiming next time. See
the Quickset LRMs seem to be a lot more hilarious than they used to be. Yeah, that's just a regular trebuchet doing trebuchet things.
hurt me?
Ready to rock.
That's fine. Alright, Saracen. I need you to zoom around. And... I did put myself in a interesting position here. That works.
Copy that, Commander.
Swing out. So now that his leg's almost open, I think I will swap to the tandem. Right. AMS.
No love on that strike. Yep.
I mean, I guess the dervish can just... Nah. I should probably get the dervish in the actual battle that's going on. Hi there. Nice. Also, considering the laser AMS is firing off, like, decently often, the dervish's heat management is actually respectable. I don't know why I thought it was bad. I guess because the AMS was just, like, constantly firing last mission. In any case, Wasp doing Wasp things. Pew!
Engaging target.
Yeah. It's mostly there to draw fire whenever it can.
Hey.
Yes. Do that. Nice. I'm worried this AC... Yeah.
Reporting structural damage.
Alright. Bushwhacker's back is open. Physical weapon. Incendiary. And drop one of the X-pulses. There we go. Based on the prediction, we should not redline based on the world, or the, planetary heat, so let's go. Please hit. Oh boy. Alright, pilot injury. Right. That's part of it. Okay. Now he is very toasty, and he can't easily shoot the bushwhacker in the back. Again, the more heat you have...
How's it going?
Actually, I haven't said it lately. The more heat you have, the slower you move. And yeah, this Clint Eastwood needs to just die. Like, immediately. Just as soon as possible. We will leave the Warhammer to the bushwhacker.
Firing full complement.
And just start hitting the Clint. Fair enough.
Yeah?
Wow. Yeah, it's fine.
Got it. No shooting.
Um,
Just running. Confirmed.
As long as we keep the major weapons offline, the Warhammer's not much of a threat. But, yeah.
Yup.
You know, it also would have been viable to hit the Clint with those EMPs. Would have had a lower hit chance, but...
I'm there.
yeah, reduction of his accuracy would have been a good thing.
Firing.
Okay. Not enabled or is jammed?
Damage minor.
I'll have to look. Because if it's jammed, then fine. If it's not jammed, then that means oops. Okay, it is jammed. So, that's why.
Ready to rock.
Good deal. Yeah, again, just
Quick stepping it.
killing the Clint Eastwood now is the highest priority, other than meleeing the big guy. Okay. Fair enough. Shadowhawk is moving closer. Actually firing on the dragon. Alright. Dragoon can survive it.
On it.
Hopefully the Clint can't survive all this.
Roger.
Structure exposed, stressed, but not enough. Not yet. What? Did the Treb just overheat? I think the Treb just overheated.
Commander.
Alright. Well. No. Nah, we should give it a little bit of evasion.
Putting one in the
I definitely would like the Clint to stop focusing our Bushwhacker, though.
negative damage.
That's scary. Rack 20 clan. Bushwhacker's actually in pretty rough shape.
Easy on the armor, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah. Just gonna hit him with the EMPs, save the heat.
Attacking from position.
Again, primarily this is just for the
Waiting for orders.
reduced hit chance. Because I am confident, for sure, that this time... oh. Or I could just do that. Yeah. I'm also gonna go Vigilance. Actually, wait. It's on the right side, right? Yeah. I would not mind a Rack 20 clan.
Affirmative.
Please hit. Alright.
I may need some more time in the simulator.
I should have gone for the back.
Critical hit, Commander.
Not because it would have hit, the accuracy wouldn't have changed, but because those machine gun shots would have been to open back. Which would have been far more valuable. Alright. Are we going to again get the crits we need?
You say so.
Nobody is panicked now. So EMPs, panic, his accuracy should be very, very low. Quick sell LRMs are a trip.
Good to go.
Alright. Honestly, I mean, yeah, it's 65%, but come on. Like, come on.
On my way. Ugh!
Thank you. And leg. That's fun.
Critical hit.
Leg, side torso. That's a kill. Love to see it. Okay, cool. He is taking the Wasp as his target.
I can't take much more of this.
What now?
I mean, as much as I would love to try specifically to get the Rack 20, I think I just need to go for the kill.
Moving to position.
I just need to backstrike him until his open back explodes instead of trying to tear through his front armor.
Only 6.
'Cause I do still have some other very concerned...
Power up detected.
I have some concerning enemies that... That said, if he panic ejects... Oh no, I think the Clint is a medium. Never mind. But I will still absolutely dead fire.
I'm on it.
If he panic ejects, we get the Rack 20 and the ammo. That's all I need. And then just whatever we can fit it into. Put our commander. Yeah, that'd be fun. Oh wait, no, this is the Saracen. We are so close to legging him. And we're just about out of tandem.
Acknowledge.
I think if we manage to leg him, he panic ejects. The greed.
How to handle this. Bye-bye.
Well, something exploded inside. I'm pretty sure an ammo explosion just destroyed the engine. Which means that unless the ammo explosion was the Rack 20, or the Rack... That might be a Rack 20 clan and its ammo sitting on the loot table. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be a pretty cool feeling. Yeah. I'm gonna reserve.
I'm going to hold here and watch out.
Yep. Wait and see if the Shadowhawk comes forward. Nope. Falls back, fires indirectly. AMS does its job. Cool. Alright.
Good to go.
So now we can move the Wasp into position.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Move Wasp. Actually, hold on. If I swing out... No, okay. As soon as I can start shooting the one that shut down already with the heat... Oh, it's not even the... Yeah. Our Vulture gunship, his entire job is going to be just plinking at the trebuchet with a little bit of heat. Just to help make the problem worse.
On my way. Double time.
Alright.
Locking in all weapon systems.
Starting on the Shadowhawk. Shadowhawk's major weapon is left torso, I believe. Yeah, I hear you.
Commander?
I'm actually going to jump and brace, which should maintain the TSM. Get me a lot further. No, it didn't. Okay. But it's also a very defensive move, which is good.
What do you need?
Defensive moves are good when you're
Copy that.
not doing the best on armor. But hey, nothing got crit so far, so at this point it's just a little bit of time. Okay. I'm gonna just assume that all the targets are gonna be a 1%.
I'm here.
Bad sensor roll. Yeah, so back to standard. Inferno. And, sure. We'll shoot the Shadowhawk for now. We've got 41 ammo, so we can fire an incendiary round every single turn. No problem. Okay.
What are your orders?
I mean, the worst should be over. Like,
10-4.
it should be pretty easy from here. Like, compared to what we've already faced, what's left isn't too concerning. And we're not even in that bad a shape. Like, our Bushwhacker got, you know, pretty heavily smacked around.
Firing. Full complement on enemy. Good to go.
The Hunchback has 2 ballistics. Okay, that's what was going on. It was not an ultra, and it was not double firing. It was just 2 ballistics. I feel like the Dragoon should wait, actually. Oh wait, no.
Yes, Commander.
It's the last of the round.
Good to
I really don't know what to do, so I'm just going to play it a little bit safe.
Position confirmed.
Get 8 evasion, get 8 evasion in a place where only the Shadowhawk can shoot it. 36 damage, nice. Cool.
Waiting for orders.
We can charge. Alright. You can also jump and shoot.
Commander?
It might come forward. Reserve. Reserve is the correct choice.
Skipper.
Actually, I think reserve is the right choice until he acts, period. Because also, most of the other enemies can't really shoot most of our stuff. It's just this guy in the front. He just moved there to fire an LRM short range indirectly at a hover tank.
Yep.
Huh. Well,
Confirmed.
oh, also, that much heat is apparently how much happens if we are intercepting a bunch of missiles every round. Until it jams. So, that's the only reason the Dervish is running hot. Not the medium laser like I thought last time. Actually, these hit chances are kind of garbage. I'm only going to fire the medium.
Roger.
And still miss. It's fine.
Damn it, I missed. Hey.
Okay. Yeah. That. That is what I want the Vulture gunship doing.
If you say so.
Plinking down Infernos on the guy that already overheated himself once. Hello.
Might hurt.
Also, if I get close to the Trebs, then their minimum range is going to make it very unlikely that they actually hit anything. Yeah. That.
Roger.
If he's going to give me his back, I'm going to shoot his back.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Yeah, there's nothing I don't think in a Shadowhawk 2P that I actually care about. You know what? It's fine. I would rather the Hunchy shoot the Wasp rather than our commander.
Affirmative. Negative damage.
Waiting for orders.
You don't need evasion if you're trying to soak damage.
Moving fast.
Wait, is it the right leg or the... Okay, good. It is the right leg that's open. So we're pointing our less damaged leg / side at the Hunchback. Yep. Tracer for the higher hit chance, which is also higher crit chance.
Critical hit, Commander.
Confirmed.
And 14, 8, 10, 12.
All weapons. Go.
Please die. Medium rifle crit.
Critical hit.
Yeah?
I mean, genuinely. Nah. I thought about it. I genuinely thought about it. But nah. Reserving makes more sense. The Dragoon, on the other hand. If I can... Yeah, right there. Or can I go the other direction and not be shooting past my entire team? Yes. Yes, I can.
Order received.
I do have to turn my back to the Hunchback, but
Copy that.
that can't possibly go bad, right?
What do you need?
Yeah, again, this is absolutely a... zoom on over just to shoot him twice
Okay,
for
let's
crits. And also to potentially pull fire away from the Dragoon. Rapid fire, standard,
Target
go!
An enemy's rear.
It's fine.
So
Twice,
go, buddy.
twice is good
Yeah?
enough. Yeah, Sarge is gonna reserve though. That still tickles me every time. The craziness of the quick sell LRMs.
Good to go.
I mean... Yeah. Right. There. So that should still be TSM active.
Got it. Ah!
What just exploded?
Systems recycling for another shot.
I heard something explode. What? I am concerned.
Mama can hit harder than that.
Why did I hear something explode? I know I was not imagining that. Nothing looks wrong.
Receiving you.
Oh! I figured out what exploded. There's a trebuchet that just doesn't exist anymore. Alright. I genuinely had no idea what was going on. I heard the explosion. I thought it was something on the bushwhacker. That's amazing. Okay.
That hit something good.
I'm curious if it was the quick sell treb,
Systems holding. Ready to rock.
or if it was... You know what? We'll find out soon enough.
I got you. Accuracy through volume of fire.
Shadowhawk is still alive.
Missiles are out.
Yeah, that's why I went for the 1 extra evasion.
What do you need?
Okay, so based on the 30 missiles, I'm pretty sure that the quick sell trebuchet is the one that is still alive. I believe. What am I doing? 20... Like, yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot the trip or the hunchback with got it. Cool. I'll shoot the trip with OK then. Let's go. Or I'll shoot at the hunchback.
Negative damage.
In any case, just about everything about the sentence I said was wrong. Hunchback, not the treb. Shooting. Was that a stray shot that hit the hunchback? And because we crit his engine, he's generating extra heat. Okay, no. It did not hit the hunchback.
Waiting
Whatever.
for orders.
It's fine. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start moving towards the next person. Yeah, jump and brace. I'm loving the bushwhacker. Making it a melee monster that also is a jumping monster that also has, like...
Yep.
The machine gun arrays are very nice. Must say I'm a big fan. I mean, it's kind of hard to say no to shooting a shutdown target. Especially when it's one you kind of want off the board. As in, like, nothing left of it.
Take this.
Yes, boss?
So the primary purpose that the ER medium laser on the Dervish is serving is whenever the AMS is not firing, it gives us a use for the extra heat. That Trub's toasty. It's probably going to shut down again soon. So, probably the Hunchback then. This is probably time to start shooting the Hunchback. And if we stay kind of close to the Hunchy, then the Trev doesn't directly have access to us.
On my way.
And we gotta have our damage side away from it. Cool.
Confirmed.
Hunchback is now open.
What now?
VTOLs are fun.
Oh boy, here we go.
So is the Hunchback back open? Yes. There's a chance there's ammo there. It's the left torso. We didn't hit it, but there was a chance. That Trub is very
Took a
accurate.
hard hit there.
I didn't think the 5N was anything special, so maybe it's just a really good Mechwarrior in it. Oh hey, the rookie should definitely be able to hit this shot.
Moving out.
Or maybe he'll miss it all. Not sure.
Firing a full salvo.
Hey, yup.
Cool.
Affirmative, Commander. Mechwarriors?
Stagpole.
What you got?
Oof.
Over the red line. Heat damage.
Watch those heat levels.
Well. Alright. The Wasp has ammo. Well. Why do I have the ammo in the side torso? Anyway. Alright, so the Saracen is, actually just gonna back off. I really don't want to lose this thing.
Aye, aye, Skipper. Full speed. No target.
Yeah, you're good, Tinker.
Good to go.
You have done well.
Time to fly.
Okay. That should be acceptable.
Roger, Commander. I've got the shot.
Yes, Commander.
The right side is the less damaged side.
This heat is cooking my internal structure.
Okay, I'm pretty sure there's no chance of ammo explosion on the first turn, but if he acts again, he does not have the cooling to drop that below the red line.
Standing by. Heading out.
But one of the few rules I kept is that I'm not ordering anyone to eject, so
Yeah?
either his mech explodes or he survives.
Confirmed.
Can I fire anything? Yes. One LRM. I mean, honestly, Deadfire is, not much worse.
I have the advantage. Oh, crap. Missed.
Alright, Treb. Firing lasers.
Hey.
Very hot. Very hot. Oh. Hey, it finally happened. Both of them are jammed. So the Vulture can do nothing for the rest of the battle except soak shots from other people. It's a neat little toolbox. Like, I actually kind of like it. But yeah, AC2s, unless you have specialty ammo, aren't much more than crit bots.
Commander?
Very, very heavy crit bots. Physical weapon. Dropping all of our heat sounds good. And since I'm hitting him in the back, even if I miss with the physical weapon, we're still shooting with the tracer ammo and the machine guns. This should be fine. Boom.
Ugh!
Lost the mech.
Let's get fired up. There's work to do.
We lost a mech.
Do this. Let's go. Enemy down. You could try here.
Yeah. Heat damage to vehicles translates to actual damage, on top of the actual damage that stagpoles do. Yeah. Bushwhacker survived. Alright.
Orders?
Alright. Oh, this poor little wasp. Please don't explode.
Watch my heat levels.
Yeah, we have to bring the Saracen back in. Does radiation also do heat damage? Or does do actual damage to vehicles? Or just the initial stagpole's heat? Okay, just the initial stagpole's heat. Could you also please explode? Like your buddy? Please. That'd be nice. It would be nice.
Aye, aye.
I just realized he might only be firing his lasers because he might have run out of ammo.
Acknowledge.
I took the shot because his back's to me.
Damn it. I'm
Good to go.
Although I also didn't realize how much heat I was going to generate. It's fine. Honestly, if I jump and brace, I don't think he has the damage to kill me, and that puts me in a position to melee him next round.
Got it.
Heck, I'll even go Vigilance for the higher initiative.
Yep.
Which means maybe I don't need to... I just realized he hasn't acted yet. I didn't realize that was the start of the round. I should have shot him. 100% I should have shot him. Oh dear. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. The stag bolts have me a little bit off kilter, but it's okay. The wasp exploding isn't the worst thing ever, and the dragoon exploding, I mean, that's what vehicles are supposed to do.
Here we go.
But I must say, I am glad that the battles are definitely not... Like, this is ideal because they keep shutting down.
Bye.
But, like, even with that, this has been a very Very dangerous mission.
Standing by.
And that is exactly what I'm here for. Alright, yeah,
Roger.
just gonna move Embrace. Drop all that heat.
Move order received.
Okay.
Mech is overheating.
Commander?
I can't move because of where... Wow. And I can't melee him because of the ledge I'm on. Alright. Fair enough.
Engaging jump jet.
Then I'll just shoot you in the back while you're shut down. Sure.
Targeting enemy backside. Come on, Mechwarriors! It's go time!
Engine crit. Nice.
Confirm. Copy that.
Followed up with the Saracen.
Mechwarriors, show them what you got.
Alright.
Commander. Aye, aye.
Are we finally safe? Okay.
I'm here.
The Wasp did not explode. I mean, sure. Oh. Let's at least move so that we're backstriking. Back arc is actually probably over here. I just want him to explode so we can go home already.
Target lock on enemy 6.
There we go. Okay.
Tango down.
Well, cool.
Mission successful.
Alright, million C-bills. Yeah, Wasp actually did better than it had any right to. Bushwhacker. Our commander had a pilot injury that entire battle. I am very, very happy with Psychosis and our Bushwhacker this battle. Dervish also doing some heavy lifting behind the scenes, soaking all that missile fire and intercepting a lot of it. Yeah, integrated laser air miss. Very, very nice. Oh, okay, it looks like just the VTOL propulsion went down. So Wasp is injured, but not dead. And none of the components got destroyed. Okay, that could have been so much worse. The fact that that says quantity 4 makes me think that the Clint Eastwood stuff is still going to be on the board. But the fact that that says quantity 1 makes me wonder... Okay. I just realized they're offering me Indo-Clan. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much. So let's look at this. Trebuchet 5N. This was the one that kept shutting down and overheating. We cored it, but everything else is intact. Obviously we can't take it. It's a medium. Challenge run rules. But this is the funny one. Trebuchet Quicksell 4. It is an Omni mech that has hybrid TSM Quicksell. Now, did they change the Quicksell hybrid TSM? Nope, they did not. Use components menu to toggle item. It is a TSM that you can choose to turn on and off. We're grabbing that. Multi-track whisper sensors. So, it, yeah. Basically, just Quicksell ECM sensors. I like them, actually. I like them a lot. I tend to like a lot of electronic warfare stuff. It's just neat. Fuel cell engine, compact actuators. Yeah, that's a thing. Stealth X as well. Wow. Is all that stuff... Yeah, here we go. LRM-20 quick cell. So it has 60 tubes. -3 accuracy to all attacks. But I think it also does slightly more damage than base LRMs. But yeah, it's a 5-ton LRM-20. That does... It's dumb. It's dumb, but it's fun, and it's actually, like, really cool. Oh, also, max 600 meters, so it's actually more of, like, a medium-range missile system that can just fire indirectly. Oh, I'm sorry. Four LRM-20 quick cell. They just couldn't fit them all on one arm. That's great. Oh, wow, look at all the incendiary LRMs. More dead fire. Thunder. Were there mines I was running over at some point, or did he just not fire those? I didn't even pay attention. And then a mine dispenser fit. Okay, he was definitely dropping mines at some point. Case 2 quick cell. Yep, it's literally just case 2 that weighs 0.8 instead of... Wait, it weighs 0.8 instead of 1. Clan Case 2 weighs 0.5, but Case 2 Quick Cell doesn't reduce it to as little damage as Case 2 or Case 2 Clan. I like that a lot of the Quick Cell stuff isn't necessarily just objectively bad, it's just different. Anyway, disassemble. All that to say, Medium Mech gets smashed apart. Like a piñata. Oh, there's so much good stuff. And they gave us a bunch of Gyro XLs. Wait. Okay, so yes. When they're taking your stuff, when it said quantity 1, it's fine though, because here's the thing, it exploded. Like, the Clint ammo exploded. So, if I had not accepted that, there wouldn't be a bunch of Gyro XLs. And there wouldn't be... Where is it? Wait. Clan Heavy Pharaoh? Yeah, they gave us 3 clan Indos. Oh, it might just be that the ammo explosion just destroyed the Rack 20, actually. Laser AMS Quick Cell. Which used to actually be, I believe, one of the best AMSs. It just, generated a ton of heat. But if you put it on a dedicated AMS boat, it used to be amazing. In any case, bolt-on tandem rockets. Not gonna lie, would love to have them. I'm just not gonna priority pick them, of course. LBX, large laser, quick cell. Plus accuracy, evasion ignore, bonus accuracy against VTOLs. It's a shotgun laser. Oh, there's too much to choose from. Clan Indo is going to become common later, but it's such a power spike right now. Because that lets us put this... we're definitely grabbing 1 for the Dervish. The Bushwire can't use it. And it's going to be a while before we actually get another medium mech. By my count, I have... Wait, is that tally from the last timeline? I think I might include vehicles too. I don't know. Regardless, whatever I end up doing with the salvage thing, it's going to be a minute before we get mediums. Part of it's, just seeing how good of light and medium mechs we can build and how far we can go with them. Although, because of the challenge run rules, I'm going to have to start taking some partial drops just to get light mechs that I can salvage. I mean, I guess to be fair, there was the Panther that I could have taken here, if it was intact. I'm pretty sure it was intact. Regardless. Okay. So, I mean, fire control ballistic improved is nice. -1 recoil, -20% multiplier. It's a jam chance. It's good. It's good. Fire control critical. Yeah. There's so much good stuff, but oof. I mean, obviously I'm taking the heavy Pharaoh. The clan heavy Pharaoh, no questions asked. That's coming with me. The proto double heatsink without a kit isn't that useful. I just realized they have Stealth X. For the record, Stealth X is not good stealth. What it is stealth that doesn't take up your armor slot. And those are the 3 priority picks we get. Solara's Cage. Another tracker sensor. I do really like the whispers. I do like the ammo. There's so much I like in this salvage screen, but... Oh, the RTCR, okay. Oh, this hurts. I think that's the right choice. In part because there are 3 clan endos, there's a decent chance I end up with one. In part because, again, the Stealth X, it's good. It's stealth that you could put with extra stuff. Just don't worry about it. It's good. I like it. It's good. The hybrid TSM. I just remembered, I believe we have a handheld Rack 2 that requires extra carry capacity. And this increases maximum carry capacity by 2.5 times. We might be able to get the Rack 10 online. But also, just a TSM you could just turn on to go faster and hit harder with melee. I almost forgot it existed. I'm glad I kept looking before I clicked accept. I think that's the final answer. There's a lot of stuff I would love to see. Okay, Shadowhawk. Sure. 3 Treb parts. Alright, cool. Genuinely, compared to all the other stuff, I'm sad to see it, but if it wasn't for all the good stuff that slot could have been, I'm actually okay with equates to Quicksell being one of our pickups. That's awesome. Love to see that. Multi-track, sure. That we picked. That we picked. We got the proto. That we picked. Deadfire ammo. Flare. Okay, you know what? Specialty ammos were not the most impressive thing on that loot table by far. But that's better than a few of the things it could have been. At least there's a chance I might use these at some point. I mean, there was literally a primitive, like, there were primitive parts. We didn't get any. Yeah, so we got 3 Treb parts, Shadowhawk part, and a bunch of really cool stuff. Alright. Yep. That's fine. Those repairs are very much warranted. We did not get a single one of the 3 clan endos. We did not get a single one of the XL gyros. Genuinely sad about that. But it's fine. It's completely fine. What was I looking for? Oh. Yeah, so we've got a Mortar 8 and 2 Mortar 6s. And we now have 1 bin of regular mortar ammo, 1 bin of acid, and 3 bins of flare. So definitely at some point would love to get a mortar vehicle online, preferably. If possible. Yeah, Stealth X. Yeah, specialist equipment. So, effectively you slap this on any mech, it generates a little bit more heat, takes 6 slots that are dynamic. Important to note, dynamic slots have to be directly crit. So, this basically it's stealth that's harder to lose. Because most stealth, it's fixed slots. So if a fixed slot is destroyed, you lose the stealth. Stealth X, you don't. But yeah. The heavy Pharaoh, the heavy clan Pharaoh. It's good. It's so good. I'm gonna, after I, say goodbye, save, I'm going to stop work on the, I don't actually want to change the build. But I want to stop work on the Bushwhacker after I save, just to see if it'll fit. Just to see the number of slots. So I'm pretty sure we replaced the stealth armor. Did we replace the stealth armor with anything? I don't know. Also, Trebuchet. I'm pretty sure we have not randomly gotten... No. We have Trebuchet 1, Trebuchet 1, Trebuchet 2. I'm pretty sure, because we have 5 parts for assembly, that we would need 3 of a single chassis to be able to combine them into a mech. Unless they changed that whenever they, made it easier to just loot entire mechs, and piecing mechs together no longer gives you stuff. But we'll figure that out when the time comes. Yep. I kind of have nothing else to say. Looking forward to see what we can do. Wait. Did we lose the handheld rack too? Okay, handheld rack 2 does still exist. It just doesn't show up in the components. Makes sense, sure. So I'm not going to commit to this. I'm just curious. If I free up, what was it, 12 tons? Because we never replaced the armor with anything. So if I can get 12 slots. Also max the armor, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. How much tonnage? So we would go from 48... Well, let's make it even. Let's... Just to see. Okay. We go from 48... 3.5 tons on a medium mech. And if we actually max the armor... actually tells us almost 3.6 tons on a 55-ton mech. It also has case, so you have ammo in this, arm. It doesn't explode inward. Ammo in the leg stays in the leg. It's nice, but mostly it's the massive armor weight reduction. 25% is no joke. But it's not enough savings to actually have something really silly. So, it's fine. I'm gonna load back in, and we're just gonna repair the Bushwhacker back to the amazing state it was in. And yeah, I stuck this in before I said the thing. Now I'm gonna say the thing later. Well, everything's everything's currently being worked on. We'll figure that out next time. For now, that's been your episode of Roguetech for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, have a good one.